Welcome to Detection Drama, the only channel reviewing AI humanizers without a horse in the race. Before I recorded this, everything said about QuillBot online in the last month got culled together. Every claim got pressure tested from several expert angles, and every testimonial got checked for whether it's even real. Then I ran it myself against ZeroGPT and QuillBot's own detector, so you don't have to buy it to find out if it works. Quick thing first. The prompts I use to drop an AI score by hand, no paid tool, are free. The best ones are in a pack at detectiondrama.com. Drop your email and they're yours. Links at the top of the description. Okay, back to it. Here's what nobody mentions. QuillBot never promised to beat AI detectors. Read its own page. It sells authentic, engaging language. It names no detector. It never says undetectable. So every review scoring it on bypass rate is grading a bicycle on a crash test. QuillBot is a writing suite, not a bypass tool. The AI Humanizer is one tab inside it. The same sidebar holds a Paraphraser, a grammar checker, and, keep this in mind for later, an AI detector, all from the same company. Its own words turn AI text into authentic, engaging language that feels truly human. Underneath, an ethics note telling you to follow your institution's AI rules. That is not the copy of a tool selling you away past Turnitin. So I went looking for real users. 30 days of Reddit, TikTok, YouTube, and the web. The biggest QuillBot TikTok is a disclosed paid ad. The Reddit threads swearing it fails Turnitin come from subs where one account posted 40 out of 40 times selling humanizing services. And the sites ranking it last all sell a rival. The Humanizer is bare. Paste text, pick a mode, hit humanize. Standard, academic, professional, casual. Free gives you 2 modes and a hard cap of 125 words 6 times a day. That cap matters because it's the length of the test I'm about to run. 3 steps. Paste your AI text in, hit humanize, wait about 10 seconds. Then check the output against a detector yourself, because QuillBot won't do that step for you on the free tier. Here's the test. 1 fixed sample, 86 words, as obviously machine-generated as possible, fundamentally transformed, leveraging, furthermore, in conclusion, every tell in the book. Same text every run, so nothing is cherry-picked. 10 seconds later, here's what came back. Fundamentally transformed became revolutionized. Furthermore became also. It is important to note became one must note. 86 words in, 80 out. It's a synonym swap. The question is whether that's enough. First, the control. The original sample into ZeroGPT, 100% AI, every sentence highlighted yellow. Your text is AI GPT generated, no ambiguity. Now the humanized version, same detector, same session, 0%. Your text is human written, a clean pass. And to be precise about what that is and isn't, 1 sample, 86 words on the default setting, a real result, not a benchmark. Second detector. QuillBot's own, Model 7.1. The original scored 100% AI generated. The humanized version scored 0, 100% human written, which sounds great until you notice who owns that detector. And before you pay monthly for any humanizer, including this one, the manual prompts cost nothing. They're free at detectiondrama.com for an email. Grab them, then decide if you even need the paid tool. QuillBot's parent company is Learneo. Learneo also owns Scribbr, which sells an AI detector. QuillBot sells an AI detector, and QuillBot sells the humanizer built to get past AI detectors. The house sells you the lock, the key, and the report card. To be clear, Learneo does not own Turnitin. That's advanced publications, and I've seen that one repeated as fact. Which raises a question nobody has tested. QuillBot has had a Paraphraser for years. Now it sells an AI humanizer. The internet treats those as the same thing. Even QuillBot's own code calls the humanize button a paraphrase button, so I ran the identical sample through both. The answer is genuinely interesting. The Paraphraser's output scored 29% on ZeroGPT, and on QuillBot's own detector, it came back 100% AI generated. The humanizer scored 0 on both, so no, they're not the same engine. And here's the part that cuts against my own suspicion. If QuillBot's detector were rubber stamping QuillBot's output, the Paraphraser would have passed too. It didn't. Its own detector failed its own Paraphraser, 100% AI. That's not a rigged scoreboard. I report that because it's true. So, the claims. Does it make AI text read more human? On my sample, yes, and both detectors agreed. Does it beat Turnitin? unknown, and anyone telling you otherwise is guessing or selling. Turnitin has no public checker, and it has a purple category built for AI paraphrasing tools that names QuillBot. The honest pros. It cleared both detectors I could test, 100% down to 0. The output still reads like English, which is more than most humanizers manage. It's free to try with no login, and it's a real writing suite. The cons matter more. My test is one sample, 86 words. That's a data point, not proof. The free cap is 125 words 6 times a day. Useless for a real essay. I couldn't test Turnitin, the one that decides your grade, and the detector saying you passed is sold by the same company. Readability check, because undetectable and usable are different things. Read it yourself. It's flatter than the original and more generic, but there's no thesaurus soup, no detector bait. You could hand this in without wincing. Most humanizers can't say that. Pricing. $8.33 a month billed annually, or $19.95 month to month. That unlocks unlimited humanizing plus the suite. Worth noting, there's a gray market reselling QuillBot Premium for under $1 a month, which tells you what the market thinks it's worth. Is it worth it? If you want a paraphraser, a grammar checker, and a citation tool, and the humanizer as a bonus, $8 is fair. If you're buying purely to beat Turnitin, you're paying for a promise the company never made, and I couldn't verify. Best for the writer polishing an AI draft so it stops sounding like a robot, who wants the rest of the suite anyway. Skip it if your whole reason for buying is getting past Turnitin, because that's the one thing nobody, including me, can show you evidence for. Understood. I'll read that aloud now. Normally, this is where I show real user reviews. I can't, and that's the most revealing thing I found. Millions of TikTok views, a whole search page of reviews, 3 dedicated Reddit subs, and not one organic post from an unpaid human describing how the output reads. Not one. So I'm showing you none rather than noise. Which brings me to the thing I keep coming back to. Every result you just watched came from a machine swapping synonyms. You can do that by hand, free, with the right prompt, and keep control of how it reads. The paid tool is a convenience, not a requirement. Verdict: 7 out of 10 as a writing suite. Unproven as a detector bypass, and it never claimed to be one. It beat the 2 detectors I could test. It has never been tested against the one that matters. Anyone giving you a confident number on QuillBot and Turnitin is selling you something. So, here's what you now know without spending a cent. It humanizes well enough to clear consumer detectors on a short sample. It's not the same as the Paraphraser, and it's measurably better. Its own parent sells the detectors, and every review you'll find was paid for. So that's the honest read on QuillBot. If you want the prompts I actually use against GPT-0 and Turnitin, they're free at detectiondrama.com. Just leave your email, grab them, and subscribe to Detection Drama so the next impartial review finds you before you spend money on the wrong tool.